Have you ever noticed how sometimes a different feeling starts to take hold of your heart for no apparent reason? It arrives quietly but intensely, like a gentle breeze brushing against your face, whispering something you can't quite grasp yet. Perhaps in the past few days, you've experienced something like this. A restlessness, a slight warmth in your chest, or even a dream that just won't leave your mind. All of this has a purpose. It's not a coincidence. The angels are trying to reach out to you. They draw near in moments when we need them most, but we don't always recognize the signs. It could be that song that started playing just when you were thinking about him. Or that number that keeps appearing in the most unlikely places. Maybe even a feather that fell to the ground on your way home. Have you noticed? These details, often overlooked, are like little letters from heaven, written especially for you. And if you're here right now, reading these words, it's because the angels want you to know, something bigger is happening. This feeling that's been overwhelming your heart is a call. A call for you to look within yourself and at what's around you. There's something you've been feeling, but perhaps you're afraid to admit it. He might be feeling it too. Yes, that person who occupies your quietest thoughts. The angels show me that there's an energy connecting you both. Something vibrant yet still veiled, like a secret kept among the stars. You may not have all the answers right now, but know that they are on their way. Many times, the heart perceives what the eyes cannot yet see. And that's exactly what this is about. That tightness in your chest, that inexplicable longing, or even the feeling that something is about to change. All of this is part of the message. It's as if the universe is aligning your paths, but needs you to trust the process. Do you trust it? Can you feel that loving force that is subtly guiding each step, even when everything seems confusing? The angels are here to tell you that you are not alone. This feeling, no matter how mysterious it may seem, is a gift. It's an opportunity to connect more deeply with what truly matters. They ask that you pay attention, not just to the signs around you, but to what resides within you. What is your heart trying to say? What dreams have you been harboring in silence? And more importantly, how do you feel when you think about them? Remember, what you feel is real. The angels want you to know that. Every emotion, every thought, every intuition. All of this carries meaning. And sometimes, that meaning is hidden in the silence between the words, in the pause between events, in the wait that seems endless. But believe me, something is being built behind that wait. Something that you may not see yet, but deep down, you already sense. Now, I want you to do something simple, but powerful. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath. Place your hand on your heart and feel the pulse of your soul. Ask yourself, what are the angels trying to show me right now? What truth does my heart already know, even if I don't yet have the courage to admit it? Allow yourself to hear the answer, even if it comes in the form of a simple feeling or a word whispered in your mind. And as you reflect on this, know that the feeling that has been flooding your heart is just the beginning. There's something deeper, something greater, waiting for you. The angels are paving the way, aligning the stars, and softening the winds. And there's a revelation they wish to share with you. But before we continue, are you ready to hear what they have to say? There's something in the air, a subtle energy, almost imperceptible, yet somehow you know it's there. It's like a warm breeze touching your skin on a cold day, bringing with it a sense of hope and at the same time, a mystery that you can't quite decipher. You've felt this, haven't you? An unease in your heart, as if something big is about to happen, but it's not yet the right time for everything to be revealed. What you might not realize is that this feeling is far from being yours alone. He is feeling it too. Yes, he. The one your heart insists on remembering, whether in the quietest hours of the night or while you try to focus on the day's tasks. Have you noticed how certain thoughts about him pop up out of nowhere? It's almost as if an invisible force is pulling both of you to the same point of connection. But have you stopped to ponder what this means? And more importantly, does he feel the same? The angels want you to know that, yes, there's a deep connection between you two. A bond that goes beyond what the eyes can see or words can explain. Perhaps you've noticed signs along the way, a specific song playing on the radio that reminds you of him, a white feather appearing in an unexpected place, or even dreams that feel so real that you wake up with your heart racing. These are not coincidences. They are messages. But here lies the mystery. He is also being guided by the same signs. The angels show me that, just like you, he has been touched by this energy, albeit in different ways. Perhaps he doesn't recognize it in the same manner as you do. Maybe he only feels an inexplicable longing, a desire to be in a place or with someone he can't quite name. But the truth is that this connection is alive and pulsating between you both. There is a story about someone who once felt that same restlessness. For weeks, they couldn't get someone out of their mind. It was as if the universe was whispering that person's name in every corner. Then, on an ordinary day, something unexpected happened. They found an old letter, stored away for years, with words that seemed written for that exact moment. This letter led them to make a decision that changed everything. What they didn't know was that, at the same time, the person they were thinking about was also going through something similar. A reunion occurred, bringing with it the certainty that the angels had guided them back to each other. Now, I ask you, what are the angels trying to show you about him? What signs have you been ignoring because they seem too improbable to be true? Maybe he is facing his own challenges, searching for answers to questions he doesn't even know how to ask. Perhaps he is moving at a different pace, but with his heart being guided in the same direction as yours. The connection you share is unique, and the angels are working to strengthen the bond between you both, even if you aren't able to perceive it yet. But there is something you can do right now. Close your eyes for a moment, take a deep breath, and place your hand over your heart. Feel the warmth that radiates from within you, the energy that pulses, the same energy that connects you to him. The angels want you to know that by strengthening your own light, you illuminate the path for him to find you. Repeat silently, I am part of something bigger. I trust in the signs. I open myself to what the angels have in store for me. And this brings us to an essential question. What are you willing to do to honor this connection? Maybe it's time to pay more attention to the signs, to listen to what your heart is trying to tell you, or even to send a silent message to him through the energy of love and gratitude. The angels are by your side, ready to guide you, but they need you to trust and take the first step. And as you reflect on this, remember, he is also feeling. He is also being touched by something he can't quite explain yet. And the angels? They are tirelessly working to ensure that, at the right moment, everything comes together. Trust. The revelation is closer than you think. Have you ever noticed how sometimes a small detail can seem different, as if the universe is trying to get your attention? It could have been something simple, a butterfly that crossed your path at an unexpected moment, a song that played on the radio just when you needed to hear those words, or even the memory of a dream that felt so real, so vivid, that you woke up with a sensation that there was a hidden message there. The angels are always sending signs, but you aren't always quiet enough to notice them. I feel that this message has reached you now because something has changed around you. There is a different energy hovering over you, asking you to pay closer attention to the small miracles in everyday life. It's not about coincidences. Angels don't work with randomness. They speak in subtle ways, weaving signs through your routine, as if they were celestial tailors stitching reminders that you have never been alone. Think, recently, has something caught your attention in an inexplicable way? A number that keeps repeating? A feather dropped in a place where it shouldn't be? These are the whispers of angels, and they want you to know that you are on the right path, even when that path seems uncertain. Remember a moment when you felt lost, as if the world around you had gone dark for a moment. Now, think about what happened right afterward. Perhaps it was an encounter with someone who said exactly what you needed to hear, or maybe you felt a gentle breeze caressing your face, even on a windless day. These manifestations are not random. They are reminders that you are being guided. The angels, in their infinite wisdom, know that you may not see the whole picture, but they do, and they are always by your side, holding your invisible hand as you move forward. Once, someone shared a story with me that touched me deeply. In a moment of great doubt and pain, they found a shiny coin on the ground. At first, it seemed nothing special. But when they picked it up, they noticed a word engraved on it, trust. That was enough to bring them a wave of peace. They felt, with every fiber of their being, that they were not alone, that the angels were there, whispering for them to have faith. And that coin, so simple, became a symbol of strength in their life. And you? What is the symbol that the angels are trying to place in your path right now? If you pay attention, you might find it. And there's something else I need to tell you. These signs aren't just here to comfort you. They also come to guide you. Sometimes you find yourself at a crossroads in life, unsure of which direction to take. It's in these moments that the angels intensify their communication. They might place a phrase in front of you, like a message on a billboard that seems to speak directly to your heart. Or they might lead you to a book that, when you open it to a random page, holds exactly the answer you needed. These are not coincidences. They are invitations. Invitations to trust, to believe, to follow the light they are igniting on your path. But how can you be sure that something is a sign? This is a question that many people carry, and the angels understand this. They know that amid the hustle and bustle of daily life, it can be difficult to distinguish between a divine whisper and the noise of the outside world. That's why they ask you to use your heart as a guide. What makes your heart sing? What stirs in you a sense of calm certainty that everything is exactly as it should be? These are the signs you need to embrace. Trust your intuition. It is one of the purest forms of connection with the divine. I sense that the angels want you to know something very important at this moment. You don't need to have all the answers right now. It is not your responsibility to understand all the paths and unravel all the mysteries of life. What you need at this moment is to open your eyes and heart to the signs they are sending. And as you do this, you will realize that they have always been there, like a golden thread weaving through your journey. Even in the moments of greatest silence, they were present, patiently waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves. So, I invite you to do something simple yet powerful. Today, as you go about your day, pay attention. Look around with curious eyes, as if you're seeing the world for the first time. You might notice something you've never seen before, or something seemingly ordinary might shine in a different light. And as you recognize this, place your hand on your heart and say, I accept the signs that the angels send me. I trust in divine guidance. This small practice, so simple, can open a door to a connection you didn't even know existed. And as you reflect on this, I want you to prepare yourself. Because what the angels have to reveal to you goes beyond any expectations. They have something in store for you, something that can completely transform the way you see your life and your purpose. But for this to happen, you need to be willing to listen. The next message will be even clearer, even more powerful. Are you ready to receive it? There are moments when life seems to place us in front of a mirror, reflecting not just our strengths, but also our weaknesses. Perhaps you felt this recently, a restlessness in your chest, as if something is out of place. It's as if the emotions, so deep and intense, have taken root inside you, making it hard to move forward. But know this, the angels are attentive. They see what you're facing and want you to understand that there is a strength within you that you may not have recognized yet. Have you ever noticed how, sometimes, pain seems to be greater at night, when the stillness of the house calms the world but amplifies what's inside you? There in the dark, the angels whisper something that often goes unnoticed. You are not alone. Yes, they are right there with you, watching the tears that you might not even want to show the world, collecting each one as if they were small jewels filled with your history. And so they transform that pain into seeds of something greater, something yet to come. Recently, someone shared something with me that might resonate with you. They felt as if their life was falling apart. Work seemed meaningless, and their relationships were filled with noise, like a melody that couldn't find harmony. One of those nights of doubt, while walking alone, they felt a gentle breeze touch their face. It was something subtle but brought an inexplicable peace. Later, they found a white feather lying on the path. In that moment, they knew it was a sign. The angels were there, reminding them that even amidst chaos, there is beauty, there is purpose, there is hope. And I feel like something similar might be happening with you. Perhaps the signs are coming in unexpected ways, a specific song playing on the radio, a seemingly random message that reaches you, or even a dream that feels more like a celestial conversation than a creation of your mind. These are gentle reminders placed along your path by the angels, saying, you have more strength than you realize. Don't give up now. And if you wonder where that strength will come from, let me tell you, it's already within you. Think of the difficult moments you have overcome. Times when it seemed like the ground was opening up, but somehow amid the fall, you found a way to rise again. Remember that. That strength hasn't disappeared. It's there, perhaps dormant, but ready to be awakened. The angels also want you to know that you don't have to carry everything alone. Sometimes, the greatest act of courage is allowing yourself to ask for help, whether from them or from someone you trust. Close your eyes for a moment and place your hand on your heart. Take a deep breath, and with each inhale, imagine a golden light filling you up, like a heavenly embrace full of warmth and protection. Now tell yourself, I am stronger than any challenge. I trust my path. Repeat this as many times as necessary. This is a small ritual, but a powerful one. It connects you to your essence and to the divine energy that never leaves you. And this brings us to a question that the angels have placed in my heart for you. What within all this pain is trying to teach you? Perhaps it's the courage to say no to what no longer resonates with you. Maybe it's the wisdom to let go of what cannot be controlled. Or maybe it's time to reconnect with something that has been set aside, your dreams, your faith, your joy. The angels want you to know that these challenges are not punishments, but rather invitations to transformation. Every tear you shed is watering the soil of your soul, preparing it to blossom. And soon you will see, what seemed to be an end is, in fact, a new beginning. As this message resonates within you, I want you to do something. Share in the comments an intention for the upcoming days. It can be something simple, like I want to find peace, or today, I choose to trust. The angels hear every word you put into the world, and they are ready to amplify that energy. Get ready, because what the angels have in store for you is greater than any pain you are feeling right now. But before you take that next step, ask yourself, when was the last time you fully believed in the power you carry? Because believe me, it has never left you. It is just waiting for the right moment to shine again. Sometimes, the heart seems to carry an invisible weight, as if something greater is approaching, just beyond your understanding. Do you feel it? A subtle unease, as if the universe is trying to tell you something, but the words are still unclear. Today, the angels asked me to share a message with you. Yes, with you. Because something profound is happening right now, even if it's not entirely visible, and they want you to know it's not by chance. Imagine yourself walking through a tranquil forest, where the sun's rays gently filter through the treetops, creating small beams of light that dance before your eyes. You smell the scent of fresh earth and hear the sound of the breeze caressing the leaves. Suddenly, in the midst of this scene, an unexpected path appears. It wasn't there before, but now, with an almost magical clarity, it opens up before you. What do? Do you hesitate, wondering where it might lead? Or do you feel in your heart that you should trust and take the first step? The angels have told me that, at this very moment, a path like this is forming in your life. It may not be literal, but it's there, woven into the invisible fabric of your destiny. Perhaps you feel this as a desire for change, a longing to leave behind old pains, or even an intuition that something grand is on the horizon. They showed me that this path is a divine invitation to transformation, but only you can decide if you're ready to follow it. And here is the secret that the angels want you to know: this new path is not an accident. It is a gift. It was created based on all your experiences, your tears, your silent struggles, and the moments when you thought you couldn't go on. Nothing was in vain. Every step you've taken to this point was necessary for this moment to arise. Don't you see how strong you are? How, even on the toughest days, your inner light continued to shine, even if only gently. The angels are whispering now. They are saying that as you enter this path, you will not be alone. They will be with you, guiding each step, illuminating every shadow. But they also want you to know that the path of transformation is not always easy. It may bring doubts, fear, or even the need to let go of what no longer serves you. Are you willing to release what needs to be released? Because when you do, you create space for the new to enter your life with all its strength. I remember a story the angels once told me. It was about a person going through a time of great uncertainty. They felt that everything around them was crumbling, as if the ground beneath their feet was disappearing. But amidst this chaos, they found a white feather lying on the ground. It didn't make sense to them at first, but when they held it, they felt an energy of calm and protection. It was as if the angels had touched them, showing that even in the most difficult moments, they were present. And the interesting thing is that days later, the answers they had been seeking began to appear, not as grand revelations, but as small signs that they were able to notice because they were open to receiving them. And now I ask you, what signs are the angels trying to show you? Maybe it's a song you heard that touched you deeply. Perhaps it's a synchronicity, like finding something that seemed lost or hearing someone mention exactly what you needed to hear. Or maybe it's just that feeling you carry in your heart that something is about to change. The angels want you to know that this is the time to trust. They're not asking you to have all the answers right now. They don't expect you to know exactly how everything will unfold. All they ask is that you take the first step, even if it feels small. Place your hand on your heart right now and repeat, with all the strength of your soul, I trust the path that the angels are opening for me. I am worthy of the transformation that is coming. By doing this, you will connect with the celestial energy surrounding you, allowing it to begin working in your life even more powerfully. And as you reflect on this, know that the next step of this message will be even deeper. There is something the angels want to reveal to you about how to use this transformation to create the life you desire so much. But for now, I invite you to share here. How do you feel when you think about this new path? What do you believe the angels are trying to tell you? Write down your intention, even if it's just one word. This is how you begin to manifest what is to come. You are not alone. And the angels are just beginning to reveal what they have in store for you.